Girls Tour in 9 minutes. Let's go. This is the Sydney venue. And now the first song is Death. Back from the dead, back from the dead. The butterfly above the stage looks amazing, and check out that mushroom. This is still footage of Death. I try to pretend I'm closer to you. You'll see the digital images in this concert are next level. You'll see here, Melanie's trying to hype up the audience, because this was the first song of the concert and the first time we got to see Melanie, so everyone was really excited. Next up was Void, and here are some still shots of Melanie performing Void. One thing I noticed about this concert was the lighting was different for every song. In this part she's singing, "Kneeling on a metal grater." One part I really liked about this song was how the light kind of looks like sunshine streaming through. Here she's singing, "Tangled in my own intestines." And look at the imagery on the back. "The void ate me." The image on the back is like intestines but kind of rotting. So that was gross and cool. And I love this part, the way she dances to finish the song off. So cool. So next up was Fairy Soiree. So here are some still shots of Melanie performing Fairy Soiree. If you want to see more footage of this, check out my previous video, it has a lot more footage. Blue stars running on my forehead, gold wings fluttering and moving, mushrooms everywhere I'm turning. Now we have some still shots from Light Shower. I think these are some of my favourite shots of the concert. Light Shower was an incredibly emotional experience. I mean, so many people were crying. I've even seen a video online where Melanie just breaks down crying during this song because it's just such an emotionally incredible song. The tips of your teeth fit perfect in me. Next up we have Spiderweb, and look at the dancing, it was so cool, and they hung this literal spiderweb up on the stage, so it was like multi-layered visual effects. This one was a really cool performance, I really enjoyed watching this one. To build a web that'll spread through the world. So after Spiderweb, she goes on to perform Battle of the Larynx. And they talk without thinking, they bark while they're shaking, with teeth that are round and dull. Check out the dragon flying around in the back, it's really cool. And here Melanie's hyping up the audience to get us all to join in singing. It was a really fun performance. The entire audience was literally screaming, "Don't you battle with my larynx tonight." My favourite part from this performance is where the dragon just breathes fire. It's really cool, it's actually in my previous video if you want to check it out. So next up is The Contortionist. Now, as you can see, this was really visually striking. The red, the images in the back, the moves. Here's some still shots of The Contortionist. And now we move into Moon Cycle. This was a great song. She's just completely drenched in this red light, and there's just so much blood imagery. If you watched my previous video, you would have heard me talking about this, but it just gives such heavy goddess vibes. So next up is probably one of her most popular songs, "You Can't Even Spell But You're an Expert in Nymphology." So this is footage of her singing Nymphology, and this song was such a moment. Everybody was singing. It was amazing. She rocked it. She rocked the stage. It was like the vibe was just 100%. There was just so much energy during this song. Like, everybody was just in awe, everybody was singing along. It's nymphology, not psychology. be the manic pixie dream girl that you fucking ought to be. It was iconic. Honestly, it was so surreal being this close to Melanie. I had VIP section tickets, so I was right at the front of the barricade, and it was just amazing being that close to her, being that close to seeing her performing. I couldn't have asked for anything better. So now we're moving on to Evil. This is the part where she says, "I hope you slip on soap." So everybody was singing along. I loved this one. I know I said in my previous video, this is probably my favourite performance of the whole show. Every performance in this show was beautiful. You can really see that Melanie poured so much love and creativity into this Portals tour to give us something spectacular and immersive. I won't be mistreated, please call me conceited. Okay, so now we move on to some still shots of Womb. Cut the cord, I'm coming. So I really loved how the stage looked during the performance of Womb. And if you know about Melanie's butterfly explosion, well, it happens during this song. So right now, our entire VIP section is being bombarded with cannons full of pink paper butterflies just falling upon us all. It was really such a fun moment because I wasn't really expecting it, but I didn't know when it was gonna happen, so it was really amazing, just like, wow. There was honestly thousands of butterflies floating through the air. I think everyone at the concert went home with a handful each. And then after the butterfly explosion, Melanie came back and gave us some songs from past albums. So right now you're watching footage of Melanie performing Playdate. And if you don't know, Playdate is a song from her Crybaby album. You never share your toys or communicate. I guess I'm just a playdate to you. I love how the background changed in this as well. She changed the background for every single song. So here she's performing a song from K to 12. This is Show and Tell. Show and Tell. I'm on display for all you fuckers to see. It was really cool to be able to see her perform old songs live. I'm really hoping the Trilogy tour comes to Australia. So this is my favourite still shot of the entire concert. I just think Melanie looks great here. And now she's performing Mad Hatter, which is another Crybaby song. I really love this song. I was really happy that she performed this song. All the best people are crazy. It was really awesome to see this song performed live. I'm nuts, baby, I'm mad, the craziest friend that you've ever had. I think this was a really good choice of song for her to perform, and this was her last performance of the night. It was Milk of the Siren. Don't feel bad when these fuckers all drown. It was a really cool performance, and then that was the end. So this is just footage of Melanie thanking us, telling us how much she enjoyed performing, and saying that she'll be back again. And that was the Portals concert in 9 minutes.